I hope you're doing okay and you're having a fantastic day. My name is Lau Arroyo. Thank you for joining this class. Today I'll be sharing with you a new sequence for about an hour. This sequence will focus on strengthening our legs, and also it has a little flow, so it's really nice for second trimester when we have more energy. If you're in your third trimester and you want to do it, go ahead. And if you need any modifications, please do it. If you need to take a break, you can go into child's pose, modified child's pose, or shavasana, or final relaxation. And let's start on a comfortable position. So we'll be needing a block underneath our hips or a cushion that you have, because that helps us elevate our spine. And we'll need 2 blocks, preferably foam instead of wood, because sometimes the wood can be a little dangerous for our feet if they fall. And a big pillow or bolster for our modified shavasana and supta baddha konasana. We'll be doing it today. So let's start sitting down. Find yourself in a comfortable seated position. Relax your palms on your thighs and breathe in through your nose. If you can close your eyes, please do. Connect with your breath in and out. And we start to move our head up and let it hang behind us. Inhale here, and as you exhale, relax your chin towards your chest. Feeling that stretch in the back of your neck. Inhale deeply and let's go back. And continue this movement at your own pace with your own unique breath. Synchronizing movement with your breath. Last time. And whenever you're ready, come with your head in neutral spine, neutral head, and please come into a standing position. So remove your block and let's come to the front of your mat. So I'll just stay in front of you, but you can come to the front of your mat and find your Tadasana or mountain pose. So your feet usually are hip distance apart, but if you're in your third trimester, you might wanna do it a little bit wider. And softening your knees, rolling your shoulders up, back for a few times. And activating your legs, feeling grounded on your mat. You can leave your palms close to your body or the palms facing to the camera or the front of your mat. So activating your arms, your hands, breathing in and out, hugging into your baby. And make sure you find your pelvis in a neutral position, so it's not anterior or posterior, so you are in a good position for you and your baby. Stay here for one more breath, feeling the strength on your legs. Inhale, circle your arms all the way up. Reverse one leg, palms together. And interlace all your fingers, but the index stays up. And make sure your palms are touching. So press towards each other very firmly. And let's start leaning towards the right side. Soften your knees. Beautiful. Breathe one more time here. And come back to center. Squeeze your thighs and squeeze your hips. And let's go to the other side. Beautiful. One more breath. And gently coming back to center, releasing your palms and having a gentle bend on your knees, coming back to center and shifting your weight onto the left foot. We're coming into tree pose. If you need the wall, you can always get the wall close to you so you have more support. And we can put it beside the floor, just touching here or anywhere, but not on top of your knee. And placing your palms in front of your chest, gazing the point down on the floor, and finding how is your balance today. Maybe it has changed from the past few classes till now. Remember, when we are having our baby, we always change the weight and the center of our bodies. So just find that center. Inhale and start opening your arms to the sides. If you always come out, if at any point you come out of the posture, you can always come back to it and maybe find a variation or just touch the wall so you have a little support there. One more breath. Elevate your spine and squeeze your hips. Yeah, so we're not bringing the left hip to the side, so bring the hip in and gently release. Slight bend of both knees and let's switch sides. So find your height or the one that is more comfortable for you. And place your palms in front of you, gazing the point down on the floor again. Finding that center. Sometimes we have a better tree depending on which side we're doing it. So just notice the difference between the left and the right. And every time we inhale, we lengthen the spine. Inhaling and expanding the ribs. Next time you breathe in, open the arms to the sides. And continue breathing deeply. And gently exhale, find a bend on your knees and come back to center. Give a big step and we're coming into goddess position. So your toes pointing out, your heels in. And remember your pelvis, so it's not tilting out or in. So just try to find your center. Align your knees with your second toe. If you need to open a little bit wider your step, you can do it. And start sinking here. If you're in your third trimester and you find it challenging, you can always place a chair underneath whenever we're doing it. And place your palms in front of your heart. Opening, inhale, and open your arms. Exhale, bring your palms to center. And let's continue feeling the energy and the strength on your legs. Feeling your feet rooted on the mat. Breathing in as we open. And exhale as we come back to center. One more time. Inhale, we open. Exhale, come back to center and stretch both legs. Just giving a little wiggle to the sides. Beautiful. And from here we move into our moonflowers. So probably you're familiar with those already. So the point of doing them is also that you can do some of these exercises at home or some of these asanas. So your elbows towards your ribs and sinking as low as you feel like it. But if you have twins, I don't know if any of you have twins, don't go too low. So just stay a little bit higher. Inhale, stretch to the sides, legs and arms. And come back down. So we inhale as we come down. Exhale as you extend. Inhale as you sink down. Let's continue here with this movement. Just make sure when you are extending, your knees are not having all the weight, so we're not hyperextending the knees. And synchronize this with your breath. Whenever you extend, feel as if someone is pulling your arms to the side, so we create space for our organs and all the organs that your baby is probably pushing at this time. And one last time. Exhale as we go up. Inhale, we come down and we stay in our goddess position for one more time. Breathing in and out for 2 long breaths. You can always come out of the posture if you have to. And gently place your palms on your thighs and just lean forward so your back is in line and is straight and pressing towards your thighs, so we're opening more and working on the external rotation of our hips. Beautiful. And gently coming back to center and moving into our triangle pose. So the left foot is facing the front of your mat and the right foot is 90 or 45 degrees. It depends on your body. So we're not using the block for today. I just want to make sure that we are doing our triangle and you can support your hand with your legs. So extend your arms to the sides. Make sure your hips are to the side. Yeah, so it should be comfortable. Whichever posture, whichever movement you do with your hips, it should always be comfortable. If you feel that is pulling something, just maybe avoid that. So stretch your arms to the sides and start reaching with your left arm to the side. Palms facing the long side of your mat. And whenever you're ready, exhale and bring your palm to your shin and the right arm up or behind your lower back. If you're in your third trimester, you might want to soften the front knee so we're not hyperextending the knee. Sometimes we have more flexibility than we think when we are pregnant, so just be mindful with that. And opening your chest, you can look up towards your palm or down towards your big toe or just to the front. Breathe in and out. I love this stretch. And inhale, come back to center. Palms to the center and pivoting the left foot to 90 degrees and the right foot to the back of the mat. Extend our arms and we do the other side. So palms facing the long side part of the mat. Reach towards the right side with your upper body. And as you exhale, your palm on your shin or your thigh. It's up to you. The left arm can go up towards the ceiling or behind your back. Yeah, beautiful. So if you want to bend it, you can also relax your palm on your thigh. It can be kind of a modified extended side angle. So it's up to you. Whatever works for you, that's perfect. One more breath. Feeling the stretch on your ribs. So this is a nice stretch for, I remember I used to do it a lot when I was pregnant. Inhale, coming back to center. Palms in front of you. And we start bringing our legs towards each other. So as we're in the front of the mat, I suppose you are, I'm not sure. Step back with your right leg. And relax your right heel down. So we're coming into warrior two. So just be mindful with your hips. Sometimes we want all the students to bring their hips openly to the side of the mat, and sometimes it doesn't work for everyone. So just find yourself in a position that your hips are open, but that your knee doesn't go inside your big toe. And extend your arms to the sides. Breathing in and out here. Next time you exhale, relax your palm on your thigh, and right arm goes up. Yeah. Breathe in and out here. Beautiful. And come back to center, warrior two. Palms together in front of you. Switch your hips forward, so your hips are facing the front of your mat, and step forward. And we switch sides. Left leg steps back, and relax your left heel down, sink into your right knee, and open, extend your arms to the sides. Stay here in your warrior two. Facing the middle finger of your right palm. One more breath. exhale, relax your palm on your forearm on your thigh, and left arm goes up or above your head, depending how you're feeling. You can even bring it behind your back if you have any tingling on your fingers. Or low blood pressure, we can always bring it back. And gently coming back into warrior two. Palms together in front of your chest. Switch your hips to the front and step forward. Beautiful. Now we're doing our last standing posture, so you might need a block for this, especially that you're getting into your third trimester. So again, you can always use the block if you want to work more on your inner thighs. If you don't feel like it, you can don't use the block, and you can find the if you want to use vertical, horizontal, or depending how you're feeling today. So get close to the wall. Yeah. And relax your back on the wall. You can give a big step forward or get closer to the wall, depending how you want your chair to be. So I really like to be 2 feet away usually. And you can place both palms on the wall as you slide down into a chair pose. So slide with your back is always touching the wall. And we breathe in and out. You don't have to come all the way down. So as long as you're feeling some strength on your inner thighs, because we're pressing the block, and your thighs, your quadriceps. Option to keep your palms here or your arms shoulder level or even higher up. It's up to you. And whenever you're ready, you can relax your palms and start sliding up. Yeah. Straightening your legs. And we're doing one more time. So you can stay in your chair for as long as you feel like it's good for you. And so we inhale and come down. Next time we're holding it for a little bit more. But if you want to come out of posture, it's up to you. Palms close to the wall. If you want more support, or you can bring them shoulder level or ear level. It's up to you. I usually like shoulder level for some reason. Breathe in and out, feeling the strength on your legs. Beautiful. Pushing towards the block. Elongate your spine. One more breath. And gently relax your palms and start walking up with your shoulders or slide. Beautiful. And remove the block from your thighs. And we're coming into a seated position. For Baddha Konasana. So you might need blocks, maybe on each side if you have two. If not, you can switch them. And just find your Baddha Konasana a little further down with your feet. So we're not too close. So just find a little stretch there. This one is used a lot in yin yoga. And inhale, elongate your spine. And exhale, round your back. Probably for my most on third trimester, you want just to move the upper body, so neck more so than all the spine. So inhaling as we look up, exhaling, and we bring the chin down towards our chest. And let's continue here with this movement. Giving more movement to our backs. Beautiful. And one last time, breathe in and come back to a neutral spine. So if you have your block on the side, with your right palm, you can press down or your forearm. I usually prefer the forearm here, and extend the left arm up towards the ceiling. Just finding that space that we create. It's usually really good for sciatica and for low back pain. So if you spend a lot of time sitting down and you want to take a break, this is a really nice option. And gently come back to center, switching to the other side. You can switch your block. And let's move to the other side. Extend. Maybe sometimes when we send the energy above our head, we feel a nicer stretch, but it's up to you and how your body's feeling. We're stretching as it is, so be mindful with your body. Breathe in and out, and whenever you're ready, come back to center. And you can remove the blocks and come into deer pose. So we have our cushion underneath. So for deer pose, I think we've done it before. We just bring the left foot on the right thigh, and the right foot is very close to your right hip. So what we want to do is the sit bones are really grounded, and if you feel that your left knee is too high and you want more support, you can place a block. And we extend our palm, left palm to the side and right palm up. So it's a little bit of a different stretch. If you need a block again for support of your left palm, you can do it. So we're warming up for pigeon pose. I haven't done it yet. I just wanted to wait for the last classes to work in pigeon. And gently coming back to center and stretching towards the other side. So the right palm goes down and the left arm goes up. So you might feel a little bit of less space on your right side. If that's the case, you can bring your block. And gently coming back to center and switching legs. So we bring both legs to the front and we switch to the other side. So right sole of the foot is on your left thigh and left foot is close to your left hip. Both hips grounded, and we start with the right side. So placing your palm or your forearm, depending how much space you want. And leaning towards the right side. Make sure your sit bones are still there, so they're grounded. That also gives us a little bit of space on the hip flexors. And gently coming back to center, switching sides, and lean towards the left side. Continue breathing here. Bring relaxation to the sides of your body, to your hips, and your hip flexors, lower back, your lumbar area, and gently relax down. So we remove the cushion or the block that we have, and we're coming into all fours. Actually, yeah, to this side. So shoulders over wrists, your hips over knees. You can tack your toes or relax them. And we start coming into cat-cow. Inhaling, looking up, tailbone up. Exhale, relax your head, round your back, hug into your baby. Every single movement that we're doing here. And keep in mind that we have a micro bend on our elbows. Continue with this movement, inhaling and exhaling. Spread your fingers and make sure that your facial muscles are relaxed. Whenever you're ready, you can come back into a neutral spine and join me in child's pose. So you can always use supported child's pose or puppy pose with the arms extended in front of you. So find your posture to relax down. And breathe here, restoring the back. Extending the shoulders. Connecting with your breath again, maybe. So whenever you're ready, you can join me in downward dog. So pressing with your toes down to the mat, bringing your hips as high as you can, working more on your quadriceps so you don't have to press the heel down to the floor, and softening your elbows, maybe aligning your ears with your arms. And if you feel dizzy or anything related to that, you can always look forward and start bringing one heel down at a time, stretching the back of our legs, hamstrings, the calves. Beautiful. If at any point you need to relax, you can always go back to child's pose. So relax your both knees down and stretch the left leg back. And we are going to switch our weight back and forth, giving a nice stretch to the calves. You can always come into forearms if that feels better for you, or all fours. And gently relax again in child's pose or supported child's pose. And whenever you're ready, inhale and come join me in downward dog. You can widen the step on your feet and giving a nice stretch to each leg. Breathing in and out and looking forward if you have to. Next time you exhale, bring both knees down and straighten the right leg back. Moving back and forward. Beautiful. Coming to all fours, and we're going to switch into pigeon's pose. So we have not done this one, but maybe you have done it in previous yoga classes. So what we want to do is to bring the left leg in between your palms. So left leg in between your palms, and the right leg stays as straight as you can. If this is not comfortable for you, you can always come into deer pose. So leaning on your left hip and just semi-stretch or bending the back leg. So it's up to you, because remember we have baby. You can always move the left leg a little bit to the side so we have space for baby. And find this nice stretch on your hip flexor. Remember, if it's not feeling good, you can always choose another option. Breathe in and out. And see if you can relax your shoulders. Sometimes it's not easy in this posture because we have a lot of weight already. And hugging to your baby. Bring your baby closer to your spine. And you can look down towards the floor. Or if you want to feel a little bit more extension of the back bend, looking up towards the ceiling. The next time you exhale, gently bring that leg back and coming into puppy pose or child's pose. Gently inhaling and preparing for the other leg. So right knee goes in between both palms. And you can stay here or find your deer pose. So the left leg is extended. And you can always lean back and sit on your right hip. So there are a lot of modifications for this. It's up to you. You can always also use your blocks besides your knee. And give it some height for you. So that might be easier. Beautiful. Relaxing your gaze, relaxing your facial muscles. With every exhalation, maybe giving some relaxation to your jaws. You might feel some stretch in your hips, in your pelvis. Some internal organs are also having a nice stretch and giving more extension to their tissue. One more breath. And whenever you're ready, coming back into child's pose. Breathing in and out just to settle the breath for a few breaths here. And join me in a kneeling position. So if this is a lot of stretch for your feet or your hips, you can always come in a straightened position for your knees. Inhale, bring your arms all the way up, grabbing your elbows. And extending your ribs to the sides every time you inhale. Next time you exhale, gently twisting towards the left side. Your right palm goes on your left thigh and the back of your, and the left palm goes on the back of your upper body or on your sacrum. Looking over your left shoulder. And every time you inhale, elongating more your spine. Inhale deeply, bring both arms again as high as you can. Grabbing your elbows. You can always, if it's too much, you can always bring your hips up. And next time you exhale, twist towards the right side, left palm on your right thigh and right palm on the back of your body or sacrum. Looking over your right shoulder. Remember that gazing during an asana or posture calms the mind and the thoughts and even emotions. And gently coming back to center. Inhale for the last time and bring your hips up. Grab both elbows and give yourself a nice stretch here. Gently relaxing both arms to the sides and coming into our last few positions. So what we're going to do is we're going to lay down. So first remember to lay down on your side and from there we move into our backs. So once you're here with me, we're working on half bridge or Second and Third Asana. So what we're going to do is bringing the block in underneath our hips. So next time you inhale, bring your hips up and place a block underneath your sacrum. You can even place two so you have more support. So not one on top of the other one, but two blocks together. That gives more support to your hips and your back. And find a height that works for you. If you need a little bit of padding for your head, you can place a blanket too. And just enjoying this posture, trying to keep your feet grounded and your palms grounded. Spread your fingers. Oh, you're staying here for 3 more breaths. Next time you inhale, bring your hips a little bit higher and stay there, holding the posture without support. If that doesn't feel right for you, you can always ignore me and come back with your hips towards the blocks. Next time you exhale, relax your hips again on the blocks and stay here for 3 more breaths. We're actually relaxing all the little muscles around the sacrum. Sometimes are tight and we just want to relax that part of our bodies. Inhaling deeply, hips slightly up. Try to keep your strength not just on your hips, but your thighs. So on the back of your thighs. And gently removing the blocks away from your mat. And placing your hips down on the mat. Breathe in and out deeply, and let's roll again to one of our sides and push ourselves up because we're coming into Baddha Konasana. So Supta Baddha Konasana will be a posture that we've done before. This is a nice restorative posture that we can do. So we will need 2 or 3 blocks, depending how many you have. So if you have 2, you want to place one that is horizontal and the other one vertical. And we're placing our bolster or our cushion on top of it. So it will look like this. And the other block, if you want more support or you don't feel that it's sturdy enough, you can place all the blocks and your cushion here. So what we're going to do is we're going to bring our feet in Baddha Konasana, so the soles of the feet together. If you don't have blocks or if you don't have a cushion, you can find a wall and place both soles of the feet together and just relax your back there. Sometimes we need some support to relax, but if not, you can stay here with me and bring both soles of the feet together and relax your back on the bolster or the cushion. Bringing your palms on your baby, or just relax your palms on the sides. If Baddha Konasana is a lot of work for your groins, you can always place a block underneath your knees and just relax here. So the upper body is supported, and place your palms on the sides or on top of baby. And we're staying here for 3 minutes. This is a very soothing and calming posture that, if done with butterfly legs, is opening the hips, relaxing all the genital area and muscles around the pelvis, the perineum, the pelvic floor muscles. So just bringing attention to sensations that come up while you're here, or if you're sitting down against the wall in Baddha Konasana. Maybe noticing, now that our practice is almost done, how is your body doing? How does this posture work for you? Do you need to do any other adjustment? Do you need to move something so you're more comfortable? So this is a restorative posture that we use just to let the body go. So let everything go and just enjoy the gravity doing their work with our legs. And just relaxing for a few minutes. Sometimes during our days, we don't have time to relax. So this is a nice posture to relax at any time during your days. Inhaling and exhaling. inhaling, expanding your ribs and your chest. And notice how your facial muscles are doing. Are they tense? Are they relaxed? If many thoughts are coming to your mind, just bring yourself back into your breath and into this posture and all the sensations that you're feeling right now. Notice probably if you're in your second or third trimester, baby's moving or not. If he or she likes to move when you're laying down or when you're doing something. Five more long breaths here. And before you come out of the posture, just be mindful with your back and your body. Just take it easy and start rolling to one of your sides, pressing both onto the sides and bringing yourself back, removing the props that you use and making ourselves comfortable for Shavasana. So find yourself in a comfortable Shavasana position. So one posture that we have not done that you can use as Shavasana too is if you have your bolster or if you have a cushion, you can find some support for your head. And just bring the bolster to your knee level and relax your knee on top of the bolster or the cushion or whatever you have. So this is another way you can use your bolster for Shavasana. So we're just bringing some relaxation to one of your hips. So you can stay here or just go into a regular Shavasana. So with our bolster on our head and a block in between our knees. And just gently relaxing there, preferably on your left side, but the right side is also fine. If you need any support for your belly, you can always use a blanket or anything that makes you really, really comfortable for this Shavasana. So coming into Shavasana, what we're going to do is just to bring awareness to our breath, to bring awareness to our body, and to be connected with our baby. So in these 5 minutes, just breathe in and out through your nose. So in through your nose and out through your mouth. And we're going to work ourselves relaxing from our fingers and toes all the way to our head. So bring awareness to your toes and mentally repeat, my toes are relaxed. I feel relaxed. Visualize your feet and mentally repeat, my feet are relaxed. I am relaxed. My legs are relaxed. I am relaxed. My hips and my pelvis I'm relaxed. I feel relaxation in my lower body. My belly and my baby are relaxed. I feel relaxed. My lower back, my sacrum, and my middle back are relaxed. I feel relaxed. My chest is relaxed. I am relaxed. Visualize your arms and your palms, your fingers, and imagine they are relaxing. Mentally repeating, I am relaxed. I feel relaxed. My back, my spine, and my upper back is all relaxed. I feel all my back relaxed. My neck and my face are relaxed. I feel relaxed. My hair is relaxed. I feel relaxed. Mentally repeating, my internal organs are relaxed. I feel relaxed. My thoughts and my emotions are relaxed. I feel relaxation in all my body, my mind, and my emotions. And just stay here with this affirmation of you being relaxed in your mind, body, and emotions. And breathe through it, inhaling deeply and exhaling deeply. Continue breathing in and out, always being aware of your breath. If at any point you fall asleep, that's okay too. Sometimes we're tired. Just honor your body and feel that self-compassion that we talked about. And continue enjoying your Shavasana. 2 more breaths here. Very deep breaths. And if you want to stay in Shavasana, you can stay in Shavasana. If you want to come out of it, you can come with me, bringing some awareness to your fingers and toes, giving them some movement, and maybe stretching your arm that is free above your head, and giving yourself a nice stretch. Just imagine that you just woke up in the morning. Don't be shy. And whenever you're ready, you can come into a seated position. No rush, just take your time. Maybe trying to keep your eyes closed or relaxing your gaze. And whenever you find your seated position, just make sure your shoulders are fully relaxed. Maybe giving them a little bit of movement and rolling them back. Next time you exhale, bringing your palms to your heart. And bringing that self-compassion, emotion about our bodies, our minds, and all the changes that we're experiencing honoring them and honoring the presence of our baby in our lives, and also for this class. And thank you for sharing it with me and for sharing it with your baby. Namaste.